Good morning, and it's Monday today. So I decided I want to do something on a positive level since it's Monday and the sun is shining. Now you think, what can you talk positively regarding race? Racism is a deep, fundamental problem in America, Britain, and France, and to a degree Germany. How can you bring love and racial peace in this cocktail of poison? You say it's impossible. The divide is too strong. There is no way you can bring joy and happiness and wisdom into this mixture. I'm going to prove to you that you can, with the inspiration that will change your life forever. Some people say that a leopard can't change his spot. That's because it's a leopard. Human beings are not leopards. Human beings are human beings. So this myth that a leopard can't change his spot. Yes, it's a leopard, it's an animal. If you scrub it off, they're going to change. It's a leopard. However, experiences and wisdom and truth and life's journey challenges even the most ignorant. And there's nothing more beautiful than when you see somebody's full of hate suddenly realize that my hatred is anti-human, because life is about love. Life is about exploring different cultures, different languages. But unfortunately, the powers that be, those in high places, do not want the races to come together in unity. For by doing so, the inevitable will happen. A revolution will take place. Let's talk about on a peace level. It's Monday, it's a fresh day. Let's talk about peace. I remember when, I won't tell you the place I was working at, but I was doing nursing. And I was dealing with an elderly white gentleman. And he was racist. Oh my God, he called me a black me and a black this. And I thought, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this racist man in his late 70s? This is the Second World War. They don't know any better. His family dumped him, and here he was dealing with a nigger who was taking care of him. His own white family dumped him and left him at the mercy of these Negroes. And he was calling me a black bastard. And I thought, oh my God, how am I going to deal with the situation? Now, you'd be surprised some of the abuse that goes on, whether in these private hospitals, in these homes. You'd be surprised the abuse that goes on towards the elderly. And I don't just mean by males, I mean females. They're the worst abusers. Not males, females are the worst abusers. Anyway, I thought, oh my God, how can I deal with this? So one day I had a golden opportunity. It was just me and him. Nobody else around, nobody else. Just me and him. Did I put on my Mike Tyson boxing gloves to knock 7 bells at this old age pensioner? No. I did not put on any boxing gloves. I didn't beat him around. What I did, I put on some knowledge in my head. That was the mental boxing gloves in my head. And I said to him, look, do you think that I'm doing this job because they paid me a lot. No. I said, I'm doing this job because I care about you. I care about giving you integrity as a human being. For somebody who's probably fought in the war, and I'm repaying my thanks to you for what you've done for this country. They pay me peanuts. I'm doing it because I care about you, and I want to give you integrity. He turned his back on me. And I thought, oh my God, I couldn't get through. The next day, I'll not mind mentioning his name because this is going back some time, so obviously he'll be dead now. But the next day, David was in the room with all the other pensioners. And I was walking past. He said, son. I thought, oh, maybe he's got visitors. He was looking at me. Son, from Black Bastard, he called me his son. Can you imagine that? From being a racist, years of being full of hate, he turned around and called me his son. In other words, saying, look, all the white trash, I quote, that dumped him in a home, he's given me the elevation, the title of being his son, the respect that I earned. So this idea that you have to fight fire with fire don't always mean that. When it comes to human beings, there is always room for exchange, growth, experience. Sadly, when it comes to power, that be the system, that is different, because the system are run by they run by non-humans. There's a total difference. You know, our government are not human beings. They're not flesh and blood. In Ephesians, the Bible says, we fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities and darkness in high places. So you know we're run by vampires, you know we're run by aliens, you know we're run by some disturbing network. You can't change the government. There's something about them that when you go to power, they do some kind of strange rituals that suck out their heart, suck out their emotions, so you can't relate to the government. They have no feelings. Any government that can orchestrate the death of children over oil, the death of children over empire, you know they're not humans. If you can turn your back in the name of Western imperialism and kill innocent babies used by Western bombs, watch the limbs just tear apart, and you come there looking for business, you know they're not human. So you can't reach the heart of those who have no heart. But David, that old man, he had a heart, and like a deer, thirsty for water, thirsty for change. He had that change towards the end of his life. Died in peace, not be full of hate, but heavenly peace. Can you imagine letting go of all the hate you have within you? I don't hate white people. Oh my God, I know there's some white racists out there. Oh my God, they want to kill you. But you know something? I've met many white racists who have changed. Not because of the government, but today interaction, talking, engaging, even arguing. But interaction, inspiration will change people. The government don't want race peace. So it's not in the government's interest. So if you're looking for the government to teach you, black history, etc. in the schools, no, they rather teach a 4-year-old child how to suck a gay man's penis. They rather teach that. It tells you the kind of people that's running this world. But it's up to us. It's up to us, blacks and whites, who want to move on. It's up to us who want to move on to the future and live together in peace and harmony. It's up to us to do it for ourselves. It's up to us to do it for ourselves. I do loads of videos on race war and the people plotting for it. I say, look, you're falling for the government agenda. That's what the government want. Look, let me prove my point. This race war, what they're trying to do is get poor whites and poor blacks onto the streets killing each other. Actually, who won't get involved? The clever niggers and the KKKs. They will be smoking a cigarette, having a joint together. They all work for the government. The rappers, the niggers, and the KKK, they work for the government. Because why poor blacks and poor whites go onto the streets killing each other, the root of it, you won't see them. Louis Farrakhan aching for a race war. Have you ever seen his men on the streets? He claimed 10,000. No. Always poor whites and poor blacks usually marching together. Now they want you to march apart and kill each other. Think about it. Poor whites and poor blacks usually marching together for racial peace. Now they want you to march separately and attack each other. But you never see rappers, nor you ever seen all these pro-blacks. Never at these protests. They stir them up, but you never see them. And the only time Louis Farrakhan comes on the scene with his dolly men, is to collect money, making money from hate, making money from racism. Trust me, you mark my words. If poor blacks and poor whites are too stupid and start kicking off, trust me, you will not see no gangs, you will not see no rappers, you won't even see the KKK, because they're all played or paid by the government. They all have their design in the tapestry, the woven tapestry of this con game. Have you ever wondered, when all the streets taking the rights, where's all the gangs? Where's all the Crips? Think about it. They work for the government to feed hate into our community. But we gotta stop this nonsense and spread the love. Spread the love. We gotta stop this nonsense and bring peace. There's so much love, so much potential. If only we would look within ourselves. Look within ourselves and say, what about me can I change? White people, look into your heart. What about you can you change? Black people, look into your heart and say, what can I change about me? Don't rely on the government. They're not going to create peace. They don't want to. But we can do it, you and I, like me and David. This was a man who was a racist. I did not respond with aggression. I did not respond with violence to this old white man. No, I said to him, I'm in this job because I care. They're not paying me anything, they pay me peanuts. What I never told you was that the patients there all loved me up, but because the home or hospital, private hospital I was working, they were doing all kind of abuse there. They got rid of me. That's one thing you always guarantee. If you're working in a private hospital or within a home and there's abuse going on, when the patients start to open up to you and they find out that you're a good listener and a potential whistleblower, they soon get rid of you. And that's what happened to me. They got rid of me. You know, I was gutted because, to be honest, I would have took it down. You know, I would have took it down. You know, unfortunately, when you get old, once you paid your taxes and you can't contribute to the system anymore, I tell you something now, going to these private hospitals or homes, you don't want to do. Right? If you're after your parents' will and inheritance or whatever, then that's different. If you love your parents, you don't want to put them in a home. It looks all clinical on the outside, but inside there is no respect, no integrity. One woman, that is back on the Nile, called Ellen, and she had bruises on her arm. She had bruises on her arm. This old woman, feeble. They said, oh, they bruise easily. That's the cover-up. They bruise easily. Now, I'm a strong guy. I pick up 120 kilos, right? You know, I'm a strong guy, right? So I did my own, what do you call it? Sherlock Holmes investigation, right? So I held her hands, you know, give it a gentle squeeze, and there was no bruise. And I'm a strong guy. So I'm thinking, she must have been knocked around for the purple thick bruises to appear. But you know something? I remember they said she had dementia and things like that. It's sleazy. The world is sleazy. When people are after your inheritance, people are after your money, they'll dump their family in these places and get power of attorney and say they've got doolally. Human beings are horrible. It's a rotten world. It's really rotten. There's no love out there. There's no love. You know, I would never put my mother, you know, in these places. Never. I'd have to convert some part of my house to get her to move in. You know, there's no way. You know, when you reach old age, you know, it's almost like you're fair game. You can't contribute anymore. You know, the cow has gone empty. The cow can't produce any more milk. So they're pulling the butcher's yard and anything can happen to you. The system don't love you. The system only love you as much as, you know, they can make money out of you. But once they can't make any more money out of you, the system don't give a damn about you. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whatever. This idea of racism, don't let it suck you down. The powers that be, they created. There's no such thing as black or white. When you're in these places, in these old people's home, trust me, you're a nigger. They beat up white people the same way they beat up black people. In fact, in these old people's homes, white people are more likely to be beaten up by white people. When you can't make any more money, white people are more likely to be beaten up by white people in these homes. The next generation that's growing up, that you think, oh, we're patriotic, they will kick the shit out of you, leave bruises all over you. So much for white and white love. Human beings are a nasty piece of cake. What you do, you treat people as they treat you. You treat people as they treat you. Because in this world, you don't know who's going to come to your aid. You don't know. Like me with David. You don't know who's going to change your life and make an impact on it. Don't live your life full of hate, full of anger. It gets you nowhere. It gives you high blood pressure, makes you miserable. I've never seen a hater happy. I mean, look how good looking I am. Do you know I'm 100 years old? Look at me. Would you believe I'm 100 years old? I had a birthday on Wednesday just gone. This me new watch I'm showing off. And I'm 100 years old. Yeah, look. You know, be full of love, joy, peace. Yeah, you know, but seriously, right? Seriously, you know, racism is all a game. When you get old, you'll find out that you yourself is a nigger. When you can't produce any more money for the system, you're a nigger. Don't let the government fill you, white person, or fill you, black person, with hate. Don't let them do it. Be full of love. Be full of peace. Be full of calm.